Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My $1 Zebec price prediction could actually become a reality, and I'm going to explain exactly how. Now, to begin with, to be clear, $1 Zebec puts Zebec around the 70 to 90 billion dollar realm. Right now, we are at 232 million dollars. So we have a long way to go. Now, once again, for those people that immediately roll their eyes and say to themselves, there's no way that's going to happen, that's exactly what they said about XRP. That's exactly what they said about hedera at the early stages. So to be clear, I'm going to give you the most likely scenarios and the most realistic scenarios where we hit $1. Now, before I get started, I want to make it clear, guys, nothing that you see in this video is financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor, so please always make sure to do your own independent research. And remember, if you haven't subscribed already, subscribe so you don't miss out on my free buy alerts I've been giving out on my YouTube channel. So subscribe right now so you don't miss out on another update. Now, let's get straight into it. The first scenario in which Zebec hits $1 in 2026 would be a mega altcoin season and Zebec becomes a real infrastructure play, right? So it really does become widely adopted by institutions. And remember, as I said in my video yesterday, the reason why we're buying Zebec is because we believe Zebec is most likely to be easily adopted by institutions, to be adopted by real players in the centralized space. So this is why we're bullish on it. Now, Bitcoin needs to maintain a six-figure price. So Bitcoin needs to be well above 100,000. That's number one. And when capital starts to rotate into, these micro cap projects, Zebec needs to be well positioned for this. And not only that, Zebec actually needs to deliver. So real companies using it for payments, payroll, subscriptions, and deepened data. We also need to see in scenario 2, tokenomics pivot and heavy burns. Now, we talk about this all the time, not just with Zebec, but with any coin in the market. So, for example, Zebec right now has a max supply of 100 billion tokens, and the current token supply is basically, around the $100 billion that $100 billion, sorry, not 100 billion, hundreds billion token supply, right? So there's 100 billion Zebec tokens circulating. There's 76 billion tokens. So we need to see aggressive supply reduction, right? So we need to see bigger percentage of gas burns. We need to see buybacks and burn from protocol revenue. We need to see large portions of supply locked long term. There's so much potential governance burn of unused treasury tokens. And if they can cut supply down to around 20 to 30 billion, then $1 only needs a 20 to 30 billion dollar market cap and not that 80 to 100 billion dollar threshold. And this makes $1 far more achievable if they choose a deflationary hard cap direction. And to be honest with you, it wouldn't surprise me if Zebec did go down that direction, and it could be something that we could keep an eye on in 2026. And this is what nobody talks about. Everybody rolls their eyes at $1, but they forget how easily it can happen just by a pivot in tokenomics, right? And then the third scenario would be essentially a blow off top mania, right? And this essentially is a late stage altcoin season where everything goes vertical, thin real float plus high leverage, explosive upside, a narrative catalyst hits, partnership revenue, product launch, and more. So if you look at all the scenarios that I've mentioned, number one, we need an absolutely insane mega altcoin season. That's number one. And Zebec needs to become a real infrastructure play. Number two, we need a pivot in tokenomics. I think that is, that's an easy way to hit $1. And the last but not least, just blow off top mania. And honestly speaking, as we haven't yet experienced altcoin season, as we haven't yet seen the cryptocurrency market go completely parabolic, this looks like something that could easily happen next. And here's the exciting part about all of what I've just said. And this is, if you made this far in the video, congratulations. Because what I'm about to say to you, ultimately is how we all benefit, tremendously. Think about it. I mentioned $1 and I said we need to hit around 80 to 100 billion. But let's just assume all those things that I've mentioned, altcoin season, right? Tokenomics shift. What if we just hit a third of that? What if we see Zebec hit 30 cents, 10 to 30 cents? That would still be a massive win, and it would be life-changing for everybody watching this. So yes, $1, as I mentioned, could easily be hit. I say easily, but if of course the factors I've mentioned occur, then of course it'll be easy. But assuming that we don't see those things occur, well, guess what? 10 cents, 30 cents, still life-changing money. Even if Zebec hit 5 cents, everybody in this community would change their lives that are in this project right now. So I do want to look at this from a long-term perspective. And even when we talk about that $1 price, in this video, we've just mentioned 2026, things that could occur in 2026 that could take us to that $1 target pretty much overnight. But if we're planning to hold this for, let's say, 2 to 4 years, well then, with that time horizon, $1 becomes even more of, a reality, especially if Zebec survives. Remember, if Zebec survives, I have no doubt that this project will thrive. So do keep that in mind. Like I said, you don't need to fixate on the $1. Many of you watching this could potentially change your life, even if price is 5 to 10 cents. So do keep that in mind. And for those of you watching this, make sure you're subscribed. Make sure you're in my inner circle. So if you want more of my exclusive updates, make sure you join my free Telegram group. The link is in my description. That's where I give out more exclusive updates and more. But it's going to be an exciting month ahead. I think altcoin season starts from this month. You can already see Zebec bouncing back up 6%, Bitcoin back above $90,000. I think we're in for a very exciting next few weeks. Just make sure you are locked in. I'll speak to you all soon. Until next update, see you.